everyone, welcome to Jalvi and Sheila. Today we wanted to post a quick video to help you understand how you can bring clarity to all the decisions around your build journey. We're going to jump straight into it. One of the things we wanted to start with is to first understand what are you building. When I say what, I really mean what kind of house you're building.
Are you building your forever home, or is it just a stepping stone to the property market home? Or are you an in-between? I think we are more an in-between, so this is not our forever home, but it's our first home.
Once you've identified the kind of home you're building, whether that be your forever home, your stepping stone home, or something you want to stay for a little bit, that comes the second part of the equation, which is what kind of floor plan do you want? If it's a forever home, you might want to put in a lot of effort into customizing your floor plan to your choice. Or if it's a stepping stone, you might want to just, have one of the available floor plans without a lot of modifications, because that will save you quite a bit of money. Modifications cost money.
If you're going for a volume builder, you want to choose the floor plan that requires the least changes. Now, bear in mind that every floor plan that's that's available, they do come with some design options, such as changing the layout of the kitchen or a rear flip, master to rear, things like that. But you want to choose the floor plan that makes the most sense for you and fit your needs. For example, are you going to be working from home? So do you need a dedicated home office, or is there a bedroom that you can convert into an office? Or if you have kids, does the main living area or the kitchen overlook the play area, or the activity room? Or if, say, you're planning to have kids, do you have a space close to the master bedroom that you can eventually convert into a temporary nursery? So these are really important factors you may want to consider before choosing your ideal floor plan.
And after identifying if it's your forever home, because if it's not your forever home, it's just a stage of your life, half of the things that we talked about may not even apply to you, right? So identifying these items is just quite important. Now that you know what you're building, you have identified the key considerations before picking a floor plan, the next item on your list should be your non-negotiables before you begin talking about anything else, right? Because we struggled with that, didn't we?
Yeah. So I think the first thing is we were set on having a one-story house. So that was clear, that was easy. We knew that that's what we want to commit to, a one-story house. Yeah. And the second thing that, flowed from that was bedrooms. So it made sense to have 4 bedrooms in terms of a better resale value and
I think it's important to note here, because we knew it wasn't going to be a forever home and we already knew at some stage we would want to sell it. So we had to bring that balance between what we definitely want for our lifestyle versus what would be nice and non-negotiable item from a investment property perspective, because we would want to sell it and we would want potential buyers to look at those things and just go, hey, yep, this kind of works.
So 4 was the magic number, and 4 bedrooms it is. Next one was a dedicated home office. So I was very clear on I do not want a converted bedroom to be my home office. I need a home office that I can paint the walls, I can have my millions of books in, and have the privacy as well. That is really important for my work. So home office was a non-negotiable.
Millions of books. Really, it's 50, but let's just go with millions.
Maybe like 55.
Millions of books. So we went through that decision-making process where we sort of decided the non-negotiables, and with that, came the next decision-making point that was very important to us. Once we had identified the base non-negotiables, then we ventured into the list of, hey, what are some nice-to-have things?
Wait a minute, because I just remembered taking a few steps back, another non-negotiable for us was an extended garage. So I think your typical standard garage has space for 2 cars.
I think it was height and width. We have 2 cars. I've got a 4-wheel drive. Sheila drives. We had a fair list of things, of non-negotiables that we had to flow through and identify things that are definitely non-negotiables, and some things that are nice to have. And that brings us to our next point. Once you're done with your non-negotiables, identify the things that are nice to have. So if you have some extra money to spend, or a bit more movement in your finances, then you can pick from that. Right?
And prioritize as well. For example, raked ceilings, higher ceilings, skylights, or deeper kitchen islands, a powder room. So which one of those makes sense to you? So rank them, prioritize them, have a bit of a budget in your mind in terms of how much money you've got on the side ready to splurge, because we believe in splurging, conscious splurging.
I have to agree with Shula. It's one of those situations where there's so many nice things to have, things that you don't necessarily need. Your house will still be complete, but it adds a lot of value. Like, we were trying to make a decision about particular things, very unique things, like say rake ceiling or deeper island bench, as Srila mentioned. The thing is, it's not like your default ceiling won't work or your default kitchen island won't work, but those upgrades, those nice to have things actually bring value to your house.
Or it's just like that Instagram picture that's stuck in your mind, you dream about it.
It just looks nice. Once you have identified your nice to have things, you come to the final tip of the day, which is go through all the things now that you definitely want, whether that be non-negotiable or nice to have, and see what you want to upgrade to even a better level of quality or value. Right?
So we're talking about carpet, flooring. Do you want to go for engineered floor? Do you want to go for
window
timber?
heights? You want to increase your window heights or something, because you have windows there, but increasing that height is an upgrade, and that's an extra. It's going to cost you a bit.
And let's think about upgrades as walking into a display home. That's a showroom of upgrades. There's minimum of standard inclusions there. Most of the things are upgrades. So go around, if there is a display home that has the floor plan that you want to build, go in with a notebook and make a list of, that window, I want that upgrade. And then just see again what upgrades make sense to you and what upgrades actually have that monetary value attached to it.
I definitely agree. I think here's the side tip. So those were 5 tips, but related to our last tip, here's a little side tip to you.
6th tip. So
5.5.
5.5.
When you go to a display home and you look at all the things, go in there, ask the consultant for the upgrade list of the house with prices attached. It really tells you how much extra money on top of your base budget you could spend just upgrading things. One of the display houses that we went to, just to give you an example,
it was $200K.
It was $200,000 in extra upgrades you could pick. We're talking about things like flooring, wall color, window height, splashbacks, kitchen island. The list was insane. Even the handles, the tabs, things like door stoppers. You could spend in
Shower
excess of
heads.
$400 just picking up door stoppers. So the list is endless. Don't get carried away.
Toilet roll holder.
That was a good one.
And then tip 5.75 is what we personally did is every display home that we went to, yes, we took notes, but also what we did is we just did a little video for ourselves and we just talked about, yes, that made sense, I really like this, just to...
Like a video walkthrough, right?
A video
walkthrough.
Because then you are creating a video that will trigger that memory, and when you're sitting down and making final decisions about your home plan, floor plan, home design...
you know what we mean.
Yes. You'll then be able to think back at it, just trigger that specific memory and think about, do I see this in our future house or not? So that's one thing we did that we
that really helped us.
back to. We go back to all the time and we say, remember this, having that.
So to wrap this video, the 5 tips and some bonuses that we have for you are: number 1, identify what you're building. Number 2,
floor plan.
Get a floor plan. Number 3 is to identify your non-negotiables. After that, number 4 is to...
your nice to have things.
And then number 5 is to see what you want to upgrade in your list of non-negotiables and nice to have. And then bonus tips that we have is, if you go to a display home, ask for the list of upgrades and the related price for these upgrades.
Get an understanding of how much more is this display home on top of the base price.
And the final tip of the day is to make a
video walkthrough when you visit display homes, and you will thank us later. We hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, let us know. We will try our best, and please subscribe, because what does subscription do?
It actually motivates us to make more content.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you all in our next video, and we'll catch up with you then. Bye!
Bye.